Hey guys, I'm spraying this one today and it's going to have a dark cherry sunburst on it. We've got a gorgeous blister maple top on this one. You see there's stacks of figure in that, which we want to try and show up as much as possible. We've got a mahogany back, it's also got quite a nice bit of shimmer in it as well. That's going to be cherry, neck's going to be cherry too. And then we've got natural binding on here that's all taped up at the moment, and we've got flame maple binding around the fretboard as well. So I've got this green tape on here. Once we've got all the colour on the top, I can pull the green tape off, which will leave just the vinyl tape, so then we can do the cherry on the back. So if you enjoy this, then please press the like button. It's the best way to support the channel, and let's crack on. So I'm going to start with some yellow. This is Nitrolac yellow dye in a small amount of lacquer, and there's a few drops of hazelnut in it as well, just to darken it up a tiny bit. This is the same colour pretty much. If you watched my last two videos, I did the faded burst, and also I did the three-tone sunburst as well. This is basically the same yellow, I'm just reusing, and I'm going to put some of that in here. Now I don't know what is the officially correct term for this colour. I said dark cherry. My Beauty of the Burst book refers to dark burst in places. I know some people call it a Bourbon burst or heritage burst. So there's lots of different names, I think, for potentially the same thing. Maybe if there are any Gibson aficionados in the comments, let me know what's the correct colour, or if it's just miles off, let me know, because you know, it's good to know too. So I've just got a bit of yellow mixed up in here, and I'm going to get some colour on him now. So I'm just going to get a little bit of yellow in here and in here first. Make sure I've got some, tighten it up a tiny bit. Okay. When I'm spraying colour, I like to up the PSI just a little bit, and I find that I can hold it slightly further back and you get a better mist of colour. So let's give this a try. I think I'll probably do. Maybe a bit more up here. Good. You may have noticed this is actually a refinish on this guitar I'm doing. This is a guitar I made a few years ago now, and it's been to a few guitar shows with me, and it's been used quite a bit in the studio. and it even went on tour last year as well. So naturally it's picked up a few dings and scratches and things. So I thought I'd just freshen it up a bit, you know, give it a new lease of life. Right, so I've got a few drops of brown in here. Well, it's called sapele, which is actually not that one, which is actually I can see it's got a bit of red in it. So it's like a very maybe ox blood, maybe a bit darker than that. And what I'm going to do, which may be a little bit controversial or not, I don't know, is actually do kind of a 3-tone cherry burst. I'm going to put down sort of a bit of where's the hazelnut, put some of that in there as well, a bit of a shadow, a dark shadow, but very, very slight, around the edges, and that will just help to suppress the yellow a little bit, so the red looks more red, and you know, not as much of the orange shows through. That's the plan anyway. We're doing live experimentation here, but I think it's going to look good. There we go. So this is quite dark, but there will be a very tiny amount coming out of the gun, so it shouldn't be a problem. I'm going to get some of that in here now. So for my shadow colour then, I'm just going to do a very tight, not particularly opaque around these edges here. Fill this in a bit, just to darken everything up, so subtly, and we'll see how we go. That'll do. Right, so I've got some cherry mixed up now in my spray gun, and I've pulled all the tape so I can spray the dark cherry burst, and then I can use the same colour to do the shader on the back as well. And I've just been through and made sure that all my tape is fully down. This blue vinyl tape is really good. If you are very careful taping up and you're careful when you pull it off, then you shouldn't need to do any scraping at all. I don't like scraping. It takes ages, very easy to go wrong, and that's a bit of a do-over. So we'll get some cherry on it now. Cool. I like that. Right, I'm gonna swap around, do the back. So I need an open fan for the back. There we go, we're done. This one's got a dark pinstripe between the maple and the mahogany, so it actually makes taping it off a bit easier. And it just gives a nice defined line between the top and the back. Now I just need to inspect, make sure there's no bits of cherry where I don't want it, and then it can have some clear coat. There we go, now I've got that clear coat on there to protect the colour. When that's dried, well, I'll leave it overnight, but when it's all dry, I'll come back and roll over the natural binding so that it pokes through from the top there. It's looking rather lovely. See, although it's very dark, if we lift it up like this, you can still see all that figure under the red, but we've got a nice dark cherry burst. Probably my favourite colour.